Welcome back, guys, to day 3 in our quest to find the best, the most OP, the most dominant, perhaps the most broken tanks in Tier 5. We are sorting through Tier 5 tanks here on WOTreplays.com. We are looking at Tier 5 today. We have looked at light tanks and medium tanks in the last couple of days. If you're interested in those videos, they were just the last few days. Today, we are going to sort on heavy tanks. We're going to find which is the best heavy tank in Tier 5. We're going to look at the extreme results here on this website. These are all the games for Tier 5 heavy tanks. We can sort them here. Damage assist, block damage. Let's sort on block damage first, okay? Who had the most block damage? A T-14 American heavy tank. Wow. That is surprising. Maybe not. Okay, the second highest. How much did he block here? Wow. Over 4,000 damage blocked in a Tier 5 tank. Second highest damage block game, KV-1. Third, T-14. Fourth, KV-220-2. Another KV-220-2. An Excelsior. A Churchill 3, which is surprising. They didn't know his weak spot. Excelsior, T1 Heavy, and KV-220-2. So a variety of tanks. We're looking at the extreme results here. And look at this, for 3,000 damage blocked up to over 4,000. Quite a bit of damage blocked for Tier 5s. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different tanks in that. Let's look at damage assist for fun. I don't think this is going to tell us much. KV-220, Excelsior, VK-3001, another VK, Excelsior, Churchill 3, OI, Churchill 1. It's just a variety of tanks. Whoever presses W and moves up, spots for his team. I don't think this is a sign of anything, any one tank being better than any other. It's just who pressed W and probably blocked a lot of damage on his way. So let's look at the one that is the most important. Damage caused. Damage done. Let's sort on that. And the top damage done game in Tier 5 for this batch is an Excelsior. Oh, it's iBite. It's a Clausian who has sent me this replay in the past. Beautiful. Second highest damage game, BDR. Third, Churchill 3. Fourth highest damage game, KV-1. And the next one, KV-1. KV-1. Huh. BDR, KV-1, KV-1. KV-1 is starting to dominate here. And then Excelsior. All right, we're going to watch some games here. And we're going to talk about the results. Now, this top game here has already been sent to me, and I did a video on this game. I will probably link that video. I'll link the video of this game. We're not going to watch that one because I've already done a video on it. We're going to watch the BDR game, and then we'll watch the Churchill 3 game. All right. Let's get into it here, and we will start with the BDR game. It's Wonderwaffel in his BDR. And let's talk about the results here. But first, if you're wondering why can't we watch the Excelsior game? Well, I've already done a video on the Excelsior game. It was I guess a subscriber that sent me that. Let me flash the results that he got in that game on the screen here. Yeah? It was an absolutely incredible game. If you want to watch that video, I'll leave a link in the top right corner, and I'll leave a link to that video in the video description. In this video. Go watch that video after this one, because that was an incredible game, I fight. Okay, we're watching Wonderwaffel in his BDR. Let's just go through those results a little bit here. The whole point of this series is to look at the extreme results that have been loaded on a third-party website that hosts thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of people have loaded their games, all sorts of games. And rather than look at just the mean or the average on of all damage done, of all spotting assist done on some other websites, which you can do, we're looking at the extreme highest. You saw what we just did. We sorted them on damage blocked, damage assist, damage done. And what happens is, what we've seen, if you've watched the other tiers in this series, is there are times when you sort a certain category and there is one tank that just simply dominates and has the most results in those top 10 extreme games. For instance, damage blocked by a tier 9 medium tank. I believe 10 out of 10 of the top results were object 430U. And you can tell from those extreme results if there's just a best tank or an OP tank, or if everything's balanced, or is there a broken tank. In damage blocked for tier 5 heavies, we had 6 different tanks in that top 10 result list. The KV-220-2, 3 of the top 10 results. Not dominant, not broken. T14, 2 of the results. KV-1, 1 result. Churchill, 1 result. T1 heavy, 1 result. Excelsior, 2 results. So what I'd say is pretty balanced. There's no super dominant broken tier 5 heavy that will block all the damage. There isn't even a Japanese heavy in that list. And I think that we've talked about this in the past couple of days, and I'm not going to rant about it or go over it again, but when you get down to the lower tiers, I think the disparity in skill and the disparity in crew equipment and not crew equipment, what am I saying? Tank equipment and crews is so great that you do get the tendency of having highly skilled players mixed in with beginners and having that disparity gap wider than at the high tiers. But I also think in the lower tiers, pressing 2 in the lower tiers means that armor is almost irrelevant. I guess that's true even in the higher tiers, but I find maybe even more in the lower tiers. You go out in a KV-1, and if people press 2, they can pen you. Right? You have to do it absolutely perfectly. You have to side scrape perfectly. You have to. Your T14, only if they're shooting at a auto bounce of your upper plate. If you've got it angled perfectly, are you going to bounce a lot? The Churchill 3, only if they don't shoot your hull turret, which is a weak spot. If they don't know that and they keep shooting your hull. So there's nothing broken, I don't think, at tier 5. It's just an assortment of tanks, block damage. Assist damage, it was just whoever pressed W. Damage caused, now we're not watching a KV-1 game here because they did not get in the top 3 results, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the top 10 results for damage done, tier 5 heaviest KV-1. So I would definitely say the KV-1 is the best, perhaps even the most dominant, although at tier 5, just because you have a KV-1 on your team, you're not guaranteed to win. It's not like having if you have a platoon of KV-1s in a tier 5 game, is it as bad as having a platoon of chieftains at tier 10 on the enemy team? You guys be the judge of that. I guess I'll go as far as saying that the KV-1 is the most dominant and the best tier 5 heavy tank based on those extreme results, but not quite super dominant or broken. It's just the best. It's got a really good gun. It's got good armor, trolley armor, but really it has a really good gun. It actually has 3 really good guns. A choice of a 57mm high firing, rapid firing gun. It has the you guys can go look it up. It has the derp gun and it has a regular gun. They're all 3 good choices. It's just all round. If you want to learn, if you're a beginner and you want to play something that's user friendly, play the KV-1. Now I would say that if we looked at just the average overall results, the average, it's probably not going to you're not going to notice any anomalies that say, boy, the KV-1 is really overpowered. Boy, look, it consistently averages higher damage. You're not going to see that because at the low tiers, there's a lot of beginners that are simply going to be grinding through and don't know how to play, and they roll out in their KV-1. And have you ever had a problem killing a KV-1? No. And there's going to be a lot of really bad games and a lot of good games, and the average is going to be not that much different than other tanks. I would guess. You can check that, but I would guess that. But in the hands of a very skilled player, the best players, if they had to choose a tank, I'm going to go seal clubbing at tier 5. They're probably going to choose the KV-1, and they can. And if you know how to make it work, you're going to dominate. The BDR here has 2 results in the top 10. Excelsior had 2 results in the top 10, and the lowly Churchill 3. It's not a lowly, it's a premium tank, had 1 result. So this BDR, let's stop beating around the bush and talk about the BDR. The BDR is actually a fun little tank. It's stupid looking, it looks like a football. It's kind of goofy, but it has a pretty hard-hitting freaking gun. It hits. Is it the hardest hitting tier 5 heavy gun? It used to be. It used to be that all the heavy tanks hit, I don't know, they hit for like 120, 140, 110, I don't know all the alphas, but this one here, over 200 alpha on the gun, and it's fairly accurate when you completely aim. But you get this gun mounted on a potato-like football instead of a KV-1 gun. There are players, good players, veterans, that love their BDRs, that have learned how to play this thing and just love it. Like, look, watch this gun. This gun hits pretty freaking hard, like 256. 256 at this tier. That's a hard-hitting gun. Well, it used to be really hard-hitting. There's I suppose it'll be power creeped in the next few years. There'll be other tier 5s introduced that hit for 500 or something. But the BDR, I used to love playing the BDR. I can't now because it's tier 5. How much damage is this guy up to? This guy is up over 3,000, 3,400 damage, 3,476 damage at tier 5. Way to go, buddy. And there's still 4 enemies. They're capping, and the enemies are going to blunder forward. 257. Look at the rolls. And it's fairly accurate, right? And you can actually bounce some shots with it. He just 2-shotted an enemy. If you want to try a tank, if you haven't tried this, if you're looking for some new low-tier tanks to play, also this tank makes a lot of credits. And that's because you don't most of the French tanks have high penetration. This one's no different. You have fairly high penetration and high alpha on your standard ammo. At tier 5, you can make a shit ton of credits with this thing. Look at that. What did he do? 248. And he's just shooting regular ammo. I didn't notice whether he was spamming APCR like a motherfucker at the beginning of the game. But let's see how many credits this guy makes. Now remember, I'm watching these games live with you. I don't know what's going to happen in this series where I just go through the website and pick the top games. I prefer showing regular schmo games, stuff that you guys and subscribers send me. But for this series, I've done all this research to find the top games, and I'm showing you the top games and doing the commentary live. Wonderwaffle. No cap kill all. He's having the game of his life. He's over 4,000 damage, and he wants to find the last 2 enemies. And his teammate is shooting him in the ass because his teammate's saying, I wanted to cap. He's having the game of his life, buddy. Just let him have his fun. You're going to win. You're winning 13-9. His team, there he is. He's found one. Oh, no, you got to keep moving. He's not going to get any more damage, is he? Unless this guy blunders forward. Is the guy going to blunder forward? Look at this gun. 238. Oh. This does have this big, stupid cupola. Actually, the whole front. At tier 5. Oh, we got him. Well done, my friend. You can make the armor in the front of this work at certain angles, and you can side scrape and do different things. But anyway, he did. He got steel wall. 4,484 damage, 7 kills. He made a shit ton of credits for tier 5. Look at that. That is pretty good. Well done, Wonderwaffle. We're watching a Churchill 3 now. Randalizer, 61. We're watching a Churchill 3 game and a BDR game. We are not watching a KV-1 game, even though the KV-1 had 5 of the top 10 results. But the KV-1 did not finish in the top 2 or 3. So no Russia for you. Oh, wait. This is a Russian tank. Surprise! Yes, it's a Churchill, but it's not British. It's a tier 5 Russian tank, premium tank. It's probably one of the best crew trainers in the game. And I think the tank, one of the reasons this tank is in the game, there's so many Russian heavy tanks in the game, so many crews you have to get if you want to run a lot of Russian tanks, that if you want to train up your crews, this particular tank has what is called his friend just, is he drowning himself there? Oh boy. This has a crew training multiplier. It trains crews faster than any other tank. It's the tank of choice to train heavy tank crews. You can, from scratch, from zero, train a crew up its full first skill in just like a dozen games. Seriously. And with boosters, with this tank, you can train a crew so quickly to get it up to at least, if you want to get a crew to 2 skills before you roll out in your new tier 8 Russian tank of whatever Russian tank you're, this is a good crew trainer. Now, look at the lineup. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on each side that have a semicolon in front of their name and a little picture of a tank. You know why? Because there's not enough players at the low tiers, and they're all freaking bots. And surprise! Surprised that he would have a good game versus bots. It's World of Tanks. There is this a bot? No, let's see. Let's watch. Let's watch him fight a bot. Or maybe this is a real player. Let's see after he kills him. Just auto lock. I'm losing my voice. He's being very tentative shooting this bot. This one has the 57mm gun. The KV-1 also has this gun. Where'd they go? See, that one bot is dead. Target acquired. Just keep driving for it. You know where this is going, guys. And I checked through some of the other games, some of the top games at Tier 5. And a lot of them are guys that have gotten into matchmaking with a bunch of bots. Bots. Now, can you imagine if you get a game like there's only 3 players per team and the rest are bots? These guys are all bots. You notice the bots? Oh, I'm hit. Let me back up slightly. Let me move forward slightly. Let me move to the left slightly. Let me turn my turret erratically. Bots do what real people can't even do. They move their tank to the left and their turret to the right. Then they move their turret to the left and they move their tank to the... You couldn't even do that. There's no physical way of moving your mouse and keyboard to make the turret move in certain directions that bots make them move. Look at this. Gotcha. Now hang on, guys. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, the bot. Hello. Yeah. Is the bot going to load gold now? No, he's going to turn his turret erratically to the right. He's going to back up. Why not back up the hell? Look at this. He's got critical depth. Turret ring is stuck. Come on. And it's just a shit show. And the top results are infested with games where there's a good player down there and he happens to get in matchmaking. There's 7 bots. Can you imagine there's 7 bots and 3... look at the enemy team. There's a bot that has a kill somehow, and then there's 2 real players. Look, there's a real player that's dead and a bot with a kill. But can you imagine if you get matchmaking, there's 7 bots on the enemy team and then 3 beginners that have no idea what they're doing. And then it's you, a couple other guys, and bots on your team. You just drive forward and kill everybody. You just press W and oh, I got the top damage game for BDR on Tier 5. Churchill 3 in Tier 5. Yeah, have a cookie. Good job. And that's this whole putting bots in the game. I guess in some servers there's just not enough players playing, and they have to have the matchmaker wouldn't be able to put a game together because there's not enough people. So you're saying, well, this isn't indicative of the best tanks. The only reason he has this game is because of the bots, and you're right about that. But can you imagine the situation where the guy we just watched in the BDR got this matchmaking? Do you not think he'd get one of the highest damage games? It's all in the statistics. It's all in the extreme results. I think he's fighting that is an ELC. ELC is a real player. The ELC disappeared on the move. He drove by and was spotted while he was on the move, and then disappeared while he was on the move, because the spotting mechanic works perfectly in this game. Let me have a sip of coffee here because my throat is getting a little... Oh, that's good. I don't know if he wins this game or not, guys. There's 2 live players on the other team that have 5 kills. And he's driving straight towards the ELC. There's some bots pushing to his base versus his bots. No, the Churchill 3 on the enemy team is a human. You notice with Churchill 3 on the minimap, he's heading towards his base. He's going to kill all his bots. Funny enough, I showed a video, a different Churchill 3 player that was playing versus bots, and just, press W and move forward. And he shot a German tank bot. Here's a bot. and the German tank shot it back and bounced. And then you better take DLC. Is that DLC? You better. DLC is a human. He's not going to move erratically, and he's in a crossfire here. He's got a bot on his left who will never shoot him because Wargaming provided the bots for your entertainment, and an ELC human. He's going to fight the human. But I showed a replay. The guy shot the bot. The bot shot him back and bounced. The bot immediately loaded gold. I kid you not, guys. It was a situation where he thought, he had played versus bots 100 times, and all you have to do is press W and move forward and shoot them, and then they just go, and they die, right? He shot a bot. The bot shot him back and bounced. The bot immediately loaded gold and took him out on the battlefield. DPN'd him down. I kid you not. This German tank bot just boom, 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 boom with premium ammo and took him out. A gold spamming bot he found. I'm not kidding. And and what would be interesting, I think, Wargaming, is if you could show us the bot statistics. Because obviously these bots have played more than one game, right? Bots don't just, they don't just, they're not just born and play one game and then die. They have a record. They have names. They are entities. Bots are people too. Can't we see the bot? It's like if we run XVM, can't we see the bot statistics? I want to know if Alexander Popotov, the bot, is going to start spamming APCR at me. It's ridiculous. Watch the Excelsior game, the top damage game. Speaking of bots, spoiler. Watch that game. The one that the top damage game that we didn't see in this video. I've already done a video of it. I'm going to give you a little spoiler here. He runs out of ammunition. Okay, he runs out of ammunition. And there's still enemies around. And he wins. You have to go watch that video if you haven't seen it. Okay, what's going on here? He's by himself. Holy shit. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4. He's by himself versus 5. And there's still 2 humans. Okay, so he's going to die. He's only done 2,000 damage. No, wait. He's got a lot more damage to churn through here. I've not seen this game before. What the hell's going to happen? Why are the enemy bots not capping? Because bots... Do they do that? Do the bots cap? Or are they programmed to let the players, no cap kill all? Wargaming has programmed the bots to no cap kill all so that the humans could have better game. Who's this guy? Ready to fire. That is... Oh, that is a bot. He's shooting the bot. There's another bot. No, not Oh my god. The bots came back. And the bots came back the very next day. Just move forward. Auto lock on the bots. Look at this guy. What is unbelievable. Look at the bot. I'll move forward, move back. Move forward, move back. They don't shoot back. Sometimes you find them, they don't shoot back. They're utterly clueless. Then other games, the bots load gold and take you out. It's rigged, right? The bots are rigged. Rigged meaning they're programmed to behave how Wargaming wants them to behave. That's the definition of rigged, right? Well, that's the ELC. Oh, you didn't. He should have just fired that shot. That you would have just hit. Reflexes. He doesn't have the reflexes. Is he going to sit here now and the bots are going to slowly come one by one? Why don't you just shoot? Just shoot. You don't pen who you don't damage who you don't shoot. I don't know why he's not taking the shots. Yeah, they're low percentage. It was the hull. So what? Just shoot. He's going to be surrounded, so he goes this. Oh, he's found the ELC. That's a human player. He's using the bot strategy on the two humans. He's got the ELC and the Churchill. These two are both humans he's fighting. He's taken out one human, and now he's ignoring the other human. What are you doing? What are you doing? You've got a human behind you. What? The human is more clueless than the bot. He decided to take out the bot first because he thought the bot was a bigger threat than this human in the Churchill 3. This Churchill 3 that he's fighting, that he's auto-locked on, he's spamming APCR and I'm like a motherfucker. This guy he's fighting right now has 4 kills. And that tells you how much you should put into these results at low tiers. That's how meaningful these results are. When the human that the Muppet that he just killed has 4 kills on the enemy team. Because he killed 4 bots and thinks, boy, I had a great game. What a shit show. And you wonder why I don't even bother with the lower tiers. Now, you guys that play in servers that have higher populations will not encounter this, right? I guess the EU server, the Russian server, and to a certain extent the North American server. This is the South American server or something, or the Asian server. I don't know. He's actually, there's 2 bots left. This could be a draw, and he's 3,500 damage. What's going on here? Oh my god. Look at the move forward, move back. Can you just aim and shoot? What are you doing? Oh, this is painful. This is painful. Just drive towards the bots now. Do what you did versus the humans. Just drive towards them. Auto lock and shoot. There you go. He's run out of APCR. And now he's fighting. There's 1 bot left, which will probably just haplessly drive in front of him. There he is. Okay, he's going to take the bot out. The bot's not going to do anything. He's just going to sit there. What an utter total shit show. Alright, finish it off here. Let's check out this result. Did he make credits or did he spam too much APCR? Let's look at this. 4,451. Look at these bots. Just ridiculous. Hey, look, he's got a bot there that did over 300 damage. And did he make credits? No. Because you're SEAL Club versus bots and lost credits. That's well done. Well done. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to continue tomorrow. We're going to look at TDs. Thanks for watching. If you are enjoying this series, please subscribe to support the channel. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow.